Hey everybody, it's Julie here. Thanks for joining me today. We're going to be doing day 2 of By the Well for God study in Adorned, and we're going to be doing the study called Engraved. I'm going to be using a bunch of the stamps that came with the kit and that also are available for purchase that coordinate with the kit Adorned. So I'm going to go ahead and put you on fast forward and we're going to get started. Okay, so here we are in Isaiah chapter 49, verse 15, and we are going to do some watercoloring first as our background. So I pulled out the watercolor card, and these are Daniel Smith watercolor droplets. These are sample watercolors paints from Daniel Smith, and we get with the kit all these sample colors that match the kit, and I am wetting my entire page. I actually got a phone call in between, so I wet my page and then I had to come back, so that's why it looks crinkly. So I'm doing it again. I'm wetting my entire page with just some clean water, and then I'm going to wet my paints. Pulling out a baby wipe, and I'm going to have that handy to do any splotching, picking up, dabbing, that kind of thing. I just think this little card is so cute. It's got this peacock, and all the paints are the peacock feathers. So all I'm doing here is picking up some paint and dabbing it on. I'm not doing any strokes, I'm just simply dabbing it on with my paintbrush. I am cleaning the brush in between with some water, so I'm picking it up with a wet paintbrush, and you can see the paint is running because the page is wet, and I think that's really cool. I'm just letting it do what it wants to, but I'm not putting the paint on top of each other. I am going to kind of dab up some of the heavier kind of the pools of color. I'm going to dry it a little bit and pick up some of this paint. I'm going to come back in with a second coat because I want it to be richer in color. It's all up to you how you want to do it. You can see where I dab it up that it just leaves a wash of color. And so the more you layer it, the deeper the tones you get. So I'm coming back in. Still a little damp, still a little wet. But you can see now it's absorbing the color a little bit more. The page was very wet the first time. Now the color is going to be much more vibrant, much deeper. These colors are just so pretty. They're these jewel tones. And with this theme about jewels and being adorned, this is just, oh, this is going to be so pretty. So I'm taking the baby wipe, just kind of sopping up some of that excess color where it's pooled, and now I'm going to dry it. Okay, so I'm also just taking a wet brush and running it back over it, kind of blending it, but doesn't blend it too much. Okay, so I did cut some of that out where it was drying, and then I added some black splatter paints. Okay, so my page is dried, and I did iron it with a low setting on my iron. And now I'm going to add some stamping and my words. I'm really just adding my words here, and I'm pulling out some stamps. Now, the verse where I am focused here is Isaiah chapter 49, verse 16. And it says, "Behold, I have engraved you on the palms of my hands." I'm going to go back a little bit before that. And it says, "Can a woman forget her nursing child, that she should have no compassion on the son of her womb? Even these may forget, yet I will not forget you. Behold, I have engraved you on the palms of my hands." So God is telling us that He will not forget us. He has engraved our names. He has engraved us on the palms of our hands. This is foreshadowing, talking about Jesus where those nail holes are in the palms of his hands. And that is where he engraves us forever. Those nail prints are in his hands forever. And it's kind of like when he shows Thomas in the New Testament and he says, see, if you don't believe who I am, see the nail prints in my hands, behold. Behold means to look. And Jesus is telling us, look, I have engraved you in the palms of my hands. He's telling us, I will not forget you. That's how special you are to me. Jesus loves us with an everlasting love, and we are in his hands forever, engraved in his palms forever. So, on screen here, I have used the stamp set, the Alpha stamp set, that is an add-on that you can purchase, and I stamped those on some cardstock, and then I cut them out and made little Alpha tiles, and because they wouldn't fit, the word Christ would not fit going across, so I just made little Alpha tiles, and then I made a border with some various colors of Pitt Big Brush markers, and I will link all of those. You can get a good deal from By the Well for God. You could get buy 5 get 1 free. And then I used some double-sided tape strip, and that is just a really easy way to adhere those. So I went ahead and put some on the back of those, and I'm not going to adhere them down yet. Now I'm using some of the different stickers to spell out the rest of my title, and then I stamped the word engraved. So it's going to say, behold, Christ has engraved me on the palms of his hands. So I'm just picking out different colors because I want to mimic all these different jewel tones. He has adorned us with his love. In the passage, it goes on to say, let's see, where is that? As I live, declares the Lord, you shall put them all on as an ornament. You shall bind them on as a bride does. So it's like how he adorns us with his love. He adorns us. He has engraved us. There's so many references to these jewels in the Bible, and we need not forget that because it shows us how special we are. Jewels are not, they just started out as rocks, as nothing special. But because of the process, the chemical process and the physical process, they became something special. And that's exactly what it is for us. Because we were nothing special. In fact, we were sinful creatures. But because of the process of salvation, Jesus living a perfect life and dying a perfect death and saving us with his grace, we are indeed special. He has adorned us with his salvation, and that has made us beautiful. This whole devotion study, Adorned, is just wonderful. And if you have not picked it up, then I really encourage you to pick it up. There is a link that you can get that. So again, I have all the products linked. So I'm going to add some of these jewel die cuts from the kit. And there's some of the die cuts, and I pulled out one of the stickers. So you can see I used the Alpha stamps and then some of the Alpha stickers. Now this particular clear sticker, I'm just trimming it down some because I want it to fit better. And then I'm just trying to figure out which die cuts I want to use. I end up using a few of these die cuts, and then the stickers down below the hands, I lift them up so that they can, the letters can be above the jewels. And now I'm outlining all the different letters just so that they pop out. Those particular alpha stickers, the behold and then the hands, because it's got all the pattern in it, it's kind of hard to read them. So I outline them. You see I lifted them up and then I'm putting them back down. Once I add that to once I put the jewels down first, and now I'm adding them on top. So now I have to highlight those, outline them. So I ended up not using as many stamps as I thought I was going to. You can see there was a little bit of bleed through from not so much the paint, but just from the VersaFine Black Onyx ink, which is where I stamped the letters. I did not prep this page. I don't generally. Bleed through doesn't bother me. I just deal with it. I'm adding a little bit of the faux washi tape from the kit. Now you can see here this bow, I changed out the paper clip. They come with a really pretty gold paper clip, and it's a long one. It's one of the jumbo clips, and I changed it to just a standard size black one because I wanted it to be shorter. And there is my page. So if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section and I will check those. Give this video a thumbs up. Thanks so much for joining me, and come back and join me next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.